um, you trying to fix your kids, you might want to fix yourself first. Hey fam, how y'all doing? I know you guys are doing well and awesome today because you know what? Y'all see this election? I'm just saying, y'all, we out here winning. All right. We wanted change. We're ready for change. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about Iyanla, Vanzant, Fix My Life, Season 7, Episode 2, House of Chaos. You guys, what an episode. All right, let's talk about it. Let's get in these comments, talk it out with your sis, and yeah, let's go. Okay, guys, so let's talk about the mama. Her name is Christy. She is 47, and she is married. Her husband's name is Dimitri. Shit, well, with a name like that, come on now. But y'all know he young. But Dimitri is 31. Yes. And Chrissy has wrote to our fave auntie because she need help with her kids getting out her house and getting their life together. And I'm like, okay, all right. But as we go through this episode, I'm like, well, shit, it ain't the kids, it's you. You got to get your damn life together. Fix it. Fix her life, hell. But anyway, so Chrissy has a total of 8 children. 8. On the show, there was Amber, who is 21. She has one daughter, a 1-year-old, and one on the way. Y'all heard me. One daughter, one on the way. Then there is Christopher. Christopher is the baby boy. And Christopher, well, I'm pretty sure he is not the baby of the family, but not like Christopher is 17, basically. Baby boy is what I call him. Baby boy is reckless. He out in these streets. He's selling that thing. He out here. He just out here, and you know, it seems like there's some fear there that he's gonna go to jail for sure, or he's going to be hurt, kill, something, because he's just out here, and his disrespect is evident. It is. And then there is the oldest, which is Christian. Christian is 27, and he is her oldest. And with Christian was left. It is discussed that Christian is left at the age of 12 by his mother, and she didn't come back for a while, and it really affected him, and he doesn't trust his mother. He doesn't feel the love from her. It's sad. Like, it really is sad. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, they don't really say why she left at that time frame, at the age that these kids were. I don't know why she left. I don't know what she was running to or from. I don't know, because they didn't say that. But she did acknowledge she did leave, and it was never discussed. It's basically like, okay, Heifer, did you just leave this boy and then pop back in his life, and you want him to be acting like your son, and you supposed to jump back in and be mama? Because I don't see how none of that shit works. That's not how this gonna work. If it was me, that ain't how that's working at all. Meet me where the hell I'm at. Okay, guys, so they're sitting there. Here we go. Fam, picture this. They sitting there talking. And, you know, Iyanla starts to pull out these cards. And she's like, okay, who, you know the cards she usually have, like, who's a liar? You know, who's abandoned? And the mother, they're pointing to each other. They're like, mama. And then eventually, he only says, give me all your cards. Gives all the cards to the mom and says, you You bore the brunt of it all because you created this mess. So you gonna hold all this mess. Mama gonna hold all this mess. Now, I was looking at her face, and she looks like, bitch, what? No, I ain't about to hold all this. And I'm like, yeah, that, see, you might not watch her, but we watch her. We do. We know, yeah, honey, it's all you. It's all you. Every single, your daughter, she is, what is a good word for Amber? She's very, she's talking, you guys, in a nutshell, Amber is just sad. Amber is like so dead. It's so sad. It's kind of like, and like, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I almost feel like, Amber, how did you have another baby? Who did you let talk you into getting the draws? Because I don't understand how you have one. You have another one on the way because you're clearly pregnant. And when Iyanla asked you, baby, what did you learn from your mother? You was like, how not to be her? Okay, that would be nothing because she has 8 children and you're working on your second one. And they're literally a year apart. I mean, I don't know when your due date is, but damn, I mean, they might be a year and a half apart. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, and another thing, who's helping with these kids? Who is helping with these kids? It's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot, but I'm gonna move on. Amber, she was told to work on herself. Because if she's not good for herself, you guys, she is not good for anybody. And that, ladies that watch me, take care of you first. Because I'm gonna tell you now, that man, he gonna always choose him. He's gonna always be selfish with himself. Choose you. Take care of you first. Because if you are good to yourself, your babies will understand and feel you. Your man, husband, or wife, whatever, whomever you're with, they will feel the love from you because you are in love with yourself. So take care of you first. Okay? I'm off my soapbox now. Bloop, bloop. Family. This heifer crying. She in the guest room. Boo hoo. And I'm thinking, damn, she went from okay, like real calm to crying. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong? And then she's like, she want to talk about it, but not on camera. Iyanla was like, no, you don't get to choose that. This is my process. This is how this works. Whatever you got to say, you got to come on and say it because you could be healing somebody. And I'm like, watch she say she been abused or something like that. Sure enough, she calls out that she was sexually abused, molested by various strangers her whole life. And I was just like, who protected her? Who was there to protect her? That angers the hell out of me. You already, like, no, it's no excuse. Like, I'm not trying to give her an excuse, but I can see how them 8 kids came to be. Because who protected her? Who showed her what it was to be a woman? And then she, in the midst of having these kids by these different men, it was like one bad, like her daughter was like, even said it was one bad relationship after another. And you know, Iyanla was like, well, how do you know it was bad? And she was like, it was bad. Like, I saw it firsthand. It was bad. And then it was like horrible because she was like, I don't even want my kids to know. And you guys, the sad thing is that I wish she would have told her story about that, because that may have given them a little empathy towards her. But she never revealed the sexual assaults and molestations and all that. She never revealed it. She didn't. The interesting part about this story was, child, when they brought that husband, and when she was trying to talk to the husband, when, oh Lord, that husband, honey, that husband, woo, here we go. Husband said, y'all, he ain't got no control in his own damn house. Iyanla was like, you don't put your foot down, you don't sell them, hey, not in my damn house, you don't put your foot down. He was like, no, I can't. They like, her mouth. Okay, so the wife mouth is very disrespectful. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why her ass is disrespectful. Because she has no respect for him. She has respect when the bills is getting paid, and she had let it out the bag that sometimes they would go without food and lights, and she said it only happens when I make it happen. If you keep doing that, making it happen, and he not making it happen, you need a divorce. You need a divorce. Or like Iyanla told her, do you want this man? Do you love this man? Because if you want the man and you love the man, then you got to sit in the damn dark with him with candles. Hell with it. Fuck it. We all gonna be in here with candles telling ghost stories and shit. I don't know. But you gotta, if you want that man, you love that man, and you believe in him, then you stick it out. But if you don't want that man and you tired of struggling with his ass, his young ass at that, because he young as hell, then you do what's necessary to let that man go so he can grow up. Because her oldest is 27. He's 31. What the hell you gonna tell me? You can't tell me, teach me, show me shit. But the barbershop, and he missed that stop too, because his head was nappy as shit. So she basically, y'all, calls Christy in, and at the end of the day they talk it out, and she was like, nope, you gonna sleep in one room, he gonna sleep in another. I'm giving him homework. He needs to be respected. He needs to learn how to be a man and deal with the marriage. Okay, he is so, his personality is very like non-confrontational. Like I think he takes everything on the chin. Even if it's a knockout, they will knock his ass out, and he'll come back like, no, whatever you want, I'm okay. Like, yeah, my face hurts a little bit, but there's nothing I wouldn't take from you. Shit. All right, so next is Christian. Ooh, Christian was really, he was deep. Christian was deep because he had been through the most and the longest. So Christian, she talked, she was crying, you know, the mama Christy was crying and saying she's sorry for leaving him and abandoning him. And he was like, I cried, you know, for a long time when you left, but after a while I got over it, I got through it. And she was like, well, I'm sorry, how can I fix it? And he was like, I don't know how you can fix it. I don't know, you just need to be a mother, like. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, hug your baby. And when they were hugging, he was void of that hug. That hug had no love, no heart, no sympathy. It was just like he was hugging, and his arms was down to his side, like she was hugging him, but he just didn't have it in him. And I was like, it's gonna take time. It is. It's gonna take time. When your family or your parent has hurt you countless times so deeply and they have no remorse, hell yeah, it's gonna take some time. Cause I don't know about y'all. I forgive, but a bitch don't forget. You guys, so okay, we learned something new too. Baby boy told that the mother was being abused by his father, and what he saw was abuse. He was like, my dad used to basically beat the brakes off of her, and we saw it, and there was nothing we could do about it. And then he was a drug dealer, and he was like, he had so much control over the mom that where she went, he went. Like, there was no separation or anything. And I was like, wow. And Iyanla was like, wait a minute, y'all been in my house for 2 days. And y'all ain't talking about y'all trauma. Y'all just kept saying, like, it was crazy because they just kept saying, the baby boy was saying to his sister, Amber, I just don't want your kids to turn out like how we turned out. You know, like everything we went through, I don't want them going through that. So y'all was like, going through what? Like y'all talking in circles, going through what? And it had to be said that the mother was abused. She was like out here in these streets bad. And Iyanla was like, I never knew that. Oh my God. And then he was like, yeah, you know, like I seen a lot, you know. And then so Iyanla brings up like, are you, you know, jail? You know, is that what your future's looking like? And he was like, yeah. Am I drugs? He was like, yup. And I was like, oh Lord, he in the streets, Jesus. What can you do? Like and she said something that was so profound. When you come from something or someplace or from a place of hopelessness, you don't care what happened in your life. You don't care. Because you feel like this is where you're going to end up anyway. So you don't care. Nothing matters to you. You don't have nothing to live for. It's like gut and grind. You trying to get it how you live every day until you get caught, popped, or something. And I was just like, yep. And it's sad because that's where he's headed. And his father, that's where he's at. So, I mean, in his whole life, he was like, he been in and out of jail. Like, you know, it is what it is. It's normal. And he was just like, it is what it is. And I was like, oh, that's sad. It's just sad. But anyway, so guys, we move on to the husband. And he sits down with her. And I think it was the hardest thing ever because they were separated, but then they came back the next day and Iyanla was like, tell her what you want. And he was like, basically, you keep running your mouth and talking to me like you crazy. I'm done. I'm leaving this shit because ain't none of these damn kids mine, basically. And I was like, hear you, because you should have been left with your 31-year-old ass with a 47-year-old. But anyway, look, I know we all have been in situations similar to that or maybe a little different. But what can you give grown-ass kids? Like you dating or married to someone who kids are your age. Like, what y'all talking about? Sports and Madden? Like, I don't understand. You guys. So, okay, we learned something new too. Baby boy told that the mother was being abused by his father. And what he saw was abuse. He was like, my dad used to basically beat the brakes off of her. And we saw it and there was nothing we could do about it. And then he was a drug dealer and he was like, he had so much control over the mom that where she went, he went. Like, there was no separation or anything. And I was like, wow. And Iyanla was like, wait a minute, y'all been in my house for 2 days and y'all ain't talking about y'all trauma. Y'all just kept saying, like, it was crazy because they just kept saying, the baby boy was saying to his sister, Amber, I just don't want your kids to turn out like how we turned out. You know, like everything we went through, I don't want them going through that. So Iyanla was like, going through what? Like, y'all talking in circles, going through what? And it had to be said that the mother was abused. She was like out here in these streets bad. And Iyanla was like, I never knew that. Oh my God. And then he was like, yeah, you know, like I seen a lot, you know. And then so Iyanla brings up like, are you, you know, jail? You know, is that what your future's looking like? And he was like, yeah. Am I drugs? He was like, yup. And I was like, oh Lord, he in the streets, Jesus. What can you do? Like and she said something that was so profound. When you come from something or someplace or from a place of hopelessness, you don't care what happened in your life. You don't care. because you feel like this is where you're gonna end up anyway. So you don't care. Nothing matters to you. You don't have nothing to live for. It's like gut and grind. You trying to get it how you live every day until you get caught, popped, or something. And I was just like, yep. And it's sad because that's where he's headed. And his father, that's where he's at. So, I mean, in his whole life, he was like, he been in and out of jail. Like, you know, it is what it is. It's normal. And he was just like, it is what it is. And I was like, oh, that's sad. It's just sad. But anyway, so guys, we move on to the husband. And he sits down with her. And I think it was the hardest thing ever because they were separated, but then they came back the next day and Iyanla was like, tell her what you want. And he was like, basically, you keep running your mouth and talking to me like you crazy, I'm done. I'm leaving this shit because ain't none of these damn kids mine, basically. And I was like, hear you, because you should have been left with your 31-year-old ass with a 47-year-old. But anyway, look, I know we all have been in situations similar to that or maybe a little different. But what can you give grown ass kids? Like you dating or married to someone who kids are your age. Like what y'all talking about? Sports and Madden? Like I don't understand. I love the last part of the episode. They were talking about grievances, and the baby boy, he damn near got cussed out because he was like, I got a grievance with Dimitri, and he was telling him, you need to step up, take care of home, take care of my mama. And y'all was like, no, you wait a minute, like you 17, you not an adult, you can't tell this man how to teach, you know, what to do, you can't teach him how to treat your mama or do for your mama. That's not your place. He was like, well, that's my mama. I'm like, oh shit, nah, that's my mama now. I guess no matter what the hell happened in this household, that's still my mama. But she was like, oh hell no, you out of order, and say something else and I got you. I was like, get him. I bet his last shut up. I bet he didn't say not another motherfucking word. I bet he didn't. She got them together in a nice way though, but he ain't had nothing else to say. And of course, Amber, she told her grievances with her mother, like, you need to step up, be a mother, stop, you know, being a friend, stop, you know, you trying to be our friend when we really need parenting. We need our mother, period. Like, stop parenting, stop trying to be a friend and parent. And she was like, I recognize that. Like the things they were saying, it was like, you stopped being a parent because you was trying to meet them where they were at because you didn't want them to be mad at you. That's all it came down to. She didn't want her kids to be mad at her. She thought as long as I stay on their nice side, we all good, because I don't want them to bring up stuff from the past. But hell, we all got a past. I mean, I'm just saying. So the stepfather basically told baby boy that his grievance with him is that he's so disrespectful and he has no care for what he say and do, and he needs to change that. And I was like, yep. Because if you was his daddy, and yeah, you would have been picking your teeth up off the floor. So yeah. So this episode, basically, guys, there was nothing funny about it. It was really deep. It was really, I mean, it's your family. It's the family next door. It's the family around the corner. It's the family in your community. It is what it is. It's just, it's hard when people people write into the show and then they act like it's the kids, and then they get a rude awakening and they're like, it ain't me, is it? It's like crazy to me. But what I took from this, and please, I definitely want to know what you guys took from this episode if you're watching the episode. But what I took from it is that clean your own house before you trying to clean mine. Clean, like the mirror works both ways. Okay. Yes, you know, those are your children, but honey, you gotta clean your own house and figure out your own marriage. Those are grown adults who can fend for themselves, and you gotta meet them where they at. And you can't be a friend. Sometimes you gotta be a parent. If they don't want that, meet them where they at. That's all I can say to you. But you guys, this was Iyanla Vanzant, season 7, episode 2, House of Chaos. I hope that you enjoyed my review. My name is Carla. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, or if you have things you want to get off your chest and discuss. I am all ears. Okay, if there's something you want me to review, please put that in the comment section, or you can personally email me. I always keep my email in the description box. Also, you guys, please follow me on Instagram. I would love to see you guys. And I want to see y'all pages because I'm nosy. I want to see your pages and your family and everything that you know you like about yourself or whatever. And who knows, I might shout you out. I might leave you a little message. I'm good for that. Like, I'm so personal. If you know me in real life, I'm real personal. Like, I get all in your business. Not in a bad way, like not in a bad way. Just like in a, I want to know who you are, because I'm investing in you guys, because y'all investing in me. So, oh, and for the newbies, never seen me before. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? If you want to join my family, please. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button, and in the comment section, please leave it in the comment section if you can, if you remember. Just put, hey sis, hey family, and I will definitely send you a message back, okay? Just saying hey and welcome and all that good stuff, okay? So, I love y'all. See you guys very soon. I'm having some conflict. I don't know, like, it's really, okay, y'all, I'm gonna talk for y'all for a few minutes. Bear with me here. Y'all help me figure this out. So I'm trying to get on a great schedule with you guys where we are consistent in the days that we have things going on. So, and I need y'all help on what you guys want me to review, or what days do you guys watch. I know some of you work like myself, so the times that you're watching are more towards the end of the week. So I was trying to do videos, you know, for you guys towards the end of the week, so that you could catch up, and you know, and some of you guys don't work and you're at home with your kitties and all that stuff. So you guys help me, let me know, when do you watch me? When do you watch Pretty Girl J channel? Please let me know, because I'm really trying to keep it consistent where I can help everybody. We can talk, and it's not 5 and 10 days later that we're talking. Because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I want to talk to y'all more, you know, like see what y'all doing, talk about some stuff. But I don't want to bombard y'all. Am I making any sense? If I'm not, just say, sis, you're not making no sense, okay? And I will try to clarify what I mean. But you guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being the best family and supporting your girl, okay? Until next week, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.